we repeat that work. So today we are going to start with the passion. So what is a passion? Or rather, what is the meaning of passion? When you normally hear most people say, I'm very passionate about someone, or I'm passionate about something. Basically what they mean is they have a strong feeling. It doesn't basically in layman's language mean that you have a strong feeling of love towards someone. No. It can be a strong feeling of anger or hatred. But it's a very strong feeling of hate. So it doesn't basically mean that it is a strong feeling of love. It can be of hate, of anger. So when you talk about the passion of Jesus, this is the time that Jesus felt great suffering. He suffered. So to start with, we are going to read Luke chapter 22, verse 1 to 6. And here we are going to learn about who plotted against Jesus. Who was plotting against Jesus? Luke chapter 22, verse 1 to 6. We start from there because today we'll do a lot of reading.
Now the feast of unleavened bread drew near, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and the scribes were sitting together, for they feared the people. Then Satan entered Judas called C.R.E, who was the number of the 12. He went away and confirmed with the chief priests and officers how he would betray him to them. And they were glad and agreed to make him known.
So he agreed to such an opportunity to betray him to them in the absence of the multitude.
Yes, thank you. So here, as we've read, you know that the Jewish religious leaders were plotting against who? They were very determined to plot against Jesus. So these religious leaders were helped by Satan. They were helped by Satan to enter into Judas Iscariot. You know, Judas Iscariot was one of the disciples. Yes? So they were helped by Satan, who entered into Judas Iscariot, and Judas decided to betray Jesus. And how did he decide to betray Jesus? He agreed to be paid by these Jewish leaders money to betray who? Jesus. You see now that Satan is in between, yes? So now Judas agreed to betray Jesus, and he was given money by the Jewish leaders. So why did they use, number one, you have to understand why they used Judas to betray Jesus. They used Judas because he belonged to the party of the Zealots. Also, they used him because they felt that probably he's frustrated by Jesus. Also, because Judas wanted to establish a political kingdom, not a spiritual one like Jesus. He wanted to establish a political kingdom. And also, Judas agreed to betray Jesus because he was greedy for money. He was very greedy for money. He wanted more money. And then also a very good reason that I told you is because Satan entered into him. So even if you don't remember all the other points, you can remember those two. That he was under the influence of Satan, right? And he also was greedy of what? Money. And then he expected Jesus to be a political leader, to start a political kingdom. So we go to lesson 1 there. We start with the Lord's Supper, so that we can go to the Passover meal like that, and then we experience the Passion. We continue reading. We go